y'all doing today? My name is Leah from the Wellness Garden Tool Shed, and I will be reading the collective energy today on March 2nd, Sunday. And this is a 10-card reading where I will talk about what the overall energy or the whole subject is, and then how we can navigate through it and how we can use it to our benefit. And if something is coming up that might be worrisome, then hopefully we can work our way through it. So let's see what the cards have to say for today. So the first card is the situation, and that is patience. We are asked to have patience during this time. Things are happening. Things are going crazy. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but the universe wants us to be patient because the seeds have been planted and it's a germination period time right now. So let's see what the block is or the energy we need. Okay, so everyone's a little exhausted because we hate being patient. We want this to end. We're not quite there yet. We're getting close to that, but we're not quite there yet. But that is definitely kind of the energy, especially if you've watched the news at all. It's kind of a little doom and gloom. But seeds are planted and we're asked to be impatient because we don't have the full story yet. What is the foundation of this? Balance will be restored. This is the Temperance card, and this is all about moderation, compromise, coming together. So this will happen eventually. This is the foundation, the root of what is calling to our patience, that we need patience because we're just over all this doom and gloom. So what have we learned from our past experiences when we've been asked to be patient about something? We need to find something that we can get excited about, and passionate about, because again, our beliefs literally are reflected in our life. Our life, literally, what you are living in your world is totally a reflection of what you believe you deserve. So this card would say enthusiasm and trying to get that energy back up and find some enthusiasm, look for the good in anything. And the passion will give you that drive and will actually help you be balanced. Balance out those things, right? Okay, what's for the higher good? The higher good is the moon. Secrets will be revealed. And this will be the higher good to come to that compromise, okay? So the moon is really about facing your fears. We cannot just put our heads in the sand when something isn't going the way we want it to go, okay? But this is about feminine energy. The moon also is all about shining the light on some of the shadows, and it does cast shadows. So there's some fear involved with this, but this is about using your intuition will be a little heightened, and we are in Pisces season. So this really is about more of that feminine energy, your intuition, and also facing your fears, okay? So don't put your head in the sand. You can find solutions that will help you to face your fears and attack those things that are bothering you in your world that is calling for some patience at this moment. So what is around the corner? Oh, hold that thought. Celebration. Okay, so there's this compromise that's going to be coming about with facing your fears. You can work out something with a compromise will actually bring about a celebration, and that goes with this enthusiastic card right there and that energy. Because as much as we can do affirmations and tell ourselves things are going to go a certain way or you deserve this or whatever, which are great because eventually you'll probably believe it if you keep saying it. But the truth of the matter is what you believe you deserve is in your thoughts and your feelings that back those thoughts up. So that is why it is a good idea to practice mindfulness and meditate and really try to get yourself into that higher vibration, because that's what's going to attract fun, nice, positive things. What is our power in the situation? This is a perfect example of how energy works, because I literally was talking about manifesting, believing the life that you get, what you deserve. And this card right here is literally the manifesting card. This is the Make-A-Wish genie. This is going to be your power. This is your power. You're invited to actually learn how to meditate, okay? Meditate and manifest. And it all starts with intentions. It all starts with your beliefs. And just remember, beliefs are things that you've thought about for a long time that you've deemed to be true, which doesn't necessarily mean they are. So the good news is if you have a limiting belief, you can go ahead and change that. That will be your superpower. Okay? And what do the outside influences have? What is their power on this situation? Well, the thing that we feel that has been stolen is going to be returned. I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten this card, whether it was on TikTok or whether it was on my shorts. Somebody stole something from it and it's going to be returned. So I don't know if that's dignity. I don't know if that's your self-esteem. I don't know if that's something physical like money or an object, but whatever it is that's got you just down. Be patient. It's going to come back. Patience, because you'll have a reason to celebrate when that comes back. Oh, I like this reading. So what are our hopes or fears? We'll know if this card's positive, whether it's a hope or a fear. And it is, okay, the desire to move on. All right. We know we want to move on, right? Because we have this stick of fork in it and we're not there yet, right? That's the energy that's kind of holding us back because it's just like, oh, we're exhausted. Let it end already. But it hasn't quite yet. So our desire is to move on to something more meaningful, which, yeah, who doesn't want that, right? Everybody wants something more meaningful in their life. You want to have purpose, again, so you can have that enthusiasm that boosts up your vibration for you to attract the things that you want. And yay, that's all good, right? It all starts with compromising. And you know, there's been so much division going on, and it is very important to find common ground and come together so that we can manifest the thing that was stolen and brought back to us, so we can celebrate by facing our fears. But patience is a virtue, okay? All right, what is the outcome? Okay, I just dropped 2 cards. Just a second. All right, so things are going to go fast, and the outcome is things are going to be shaken up. Now, this tower looks like it's total chaos and destruction, right? Well, and then, of course, this little Page of Swords is all about hearing news that might be a little blunt, but maybe it's something necessary so that we face this, right? Compromises aren't always easy, right? That's why we have to face our fears and actually do it, because that will end our pain. We'll be out of this space. We're not quite there yet. We're just feeling mentally, emotionally exhausted. But when things crumble down, it forces us to see the things that we need to rebuild. And sometimes somebody's going to tell you something you don't like. Like, I've been called out on some stuff, but you know what? If you take some time to self-reflect and be like, yeah, I guess I was doing that. That's not good. So sometimes we need that whole thing to kind of crumble down so that, for all of us, so that we can come together and rebuild. Whether we're not always going to agree on everything, which is fine. You don't always have to. But that compromise is what's going to help us build together at teamwork. And, you know, again, we're all individuals. We all have our own ideas. Some will clash. But just be open to hear the things that you might not agree with, but really self-reflect on that, okay? And sometimes we do have to be broken wide open, just so we can really examine everything and then come out of it and be better, okay? So this isn't necessary. This is, things might get a little crazy, might be a little intense, but it might not feel that great, but it's going to be for our higher good, because compromise is of essence. Patience is a virtue. We are tired of all the mental anguish, because Swords is all about in your head. And we do know when we're excited about something new, this Page of Wands gives us that energy boost that we need to go forward. And then we can also learn how that positive energy can help you manifest positive things, because everybody feels like something has been stolen from them, whether it is your country, whether it's your land, whether it's your car, whether it's your money, something, right? Nobody likes that feeling. It's terrible, but it's going to be restored, okay? All of this craziness that's going to unfold is actually going to drive us into something better, and we will have a compromise, and we'll be able to move forward. So that's what this week holds. This was a new moon, I think, on the 28th. And so maybe that's where we're heading right now. And so even though this tower looks so dark and disturbing, towers aren't always, it's just a life experience changing. So this could be getting married, having a baby, all of those things changes your life, okay? But there is some uncomfortableness with it, okay? And some hard truths that we have to face about ourselves. So, but it's all not for naught. This is all for our higher good, because it's all about the temperance, the balance, the moderation, and we haven't been balanced for a long time. So we all know balance is key. Nature does it all the time, right? You know, when we've got droughts, there's going to be a flood. You know, if there's going to be droughts and then we have the rain and the flood, then we get the grass, we get the fires. Okay, so our weather's kind of mimicking what the energy is, right? It's kind of like Mother Earth is just reflecting what all of this energy is. So if we can learn to face our fears and compromise, we can actually plant the new seeds of what we want to have as our life. And that goes for an individual life and the greater whole. That's what I have for you. Don't forget, we get to celebrate. So anyway, that's what I have for you for this week. I hope this helps. I also want to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel if you're into this kind of energy work. I also want to invite you to go to wellnessgardentoolshed.com. And if you need help manifesting stuff, we have bundles that help keep your eye on the prize. And I will be coming up with a course here pretty soon. I have a free download course called The Shine Method, and that kind of helps you get unstuck when you have a desire to move on and you don't really know which way to go. That can help you. So please go ahead and check it out. I would love for us to connect. I have a newsletter. I try to get a blog out, not quite every week, but almost every week. And it just keeps you informed of what we're doing at the Wellness Garden Tool Shed. And we would love to connect, and we want to build a group of people and surround ourselves with people that know that their energy matters, know that they have power in that, and that we can all manifest something great, and we don't have to have a scarcity mentality thinking that it's only for certain people, because it's for everyone. We just have to believe it. All right, with that, have a great week, and I will see you on the shorts. All right.